World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity.
Hey, what's happening?
Brother, what's up?
This is a groovy party, man.
Yeah,
I
brother,
can
man.
dig it.
Solid. Right on.
Hey, what's your name?
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got
Well, it's a big good evening from me, Dr. Feelgood.
to bring some loving here today. Yeah.
Gremlins tried to stop this.
We don't need to escalate.
Internet playing up again. Sorry for the late arrival. But right now you are rocking along with me, Dr. Feelgood, and this is a very special 2 hours. This is the pilot for The Question Is. That's right, that's our new talk show where you get to talk about the things that matter to you.
To bring some loving here today.
I'm going to give you an update on what we've got on the menu tonight,
Picket
and
line
then I'm going to leave the rest up to you.
and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Right now.
Hey, man, what's your name?
Right on. Right on.
Everything.
That's right, I kind of took a liking to this song, and I think what's going on is going to be about the signature tune that we're going to have for the time being until I can find something else a little bit more appropriate. So tonight, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, people around the world, this program is called The Question Is. And this is where you get to make the news, where you talk about the things that matter to you. I'll throw a few things in the pipeline,
Come on, talk to
and we just talk. The lines are open, ladies and gentlemen, and the number to call me is 07796 365 615. I'll keep on repeating the number throughout the show. And remember, this is not a music show. You'll be calling and talking live on air with the good doctor about things that matter to you. And very shortly, I'm going to be telling you exactly what we got on the playlist. Okay, here we go. This is Dr. Feelgood and a new talk show on World Jam Global Radio, and this program is entitled The Question Is. Now, we've been talking about doing this show for some time now, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to do something a little bit different. We wanted to do something that nobody else was doing before, and it kind of took me time to just think up of an idea, a concept that might work, and we're going to try this out. This is the pilot show. It's the first one tonight. It's going to be a live phone-in. You can call me either through Skype or call me live. Preferably on the phone, and we'll have a little chat and we can talk about some of the things that matter. Now, during this week I've been looking at particular things that are of interest to me, but the show's open for random news events or even anything in your community or personal. We can talk about absolutely anything. This is your opportunity to get things off your chest, and we're going to throw a few other things in there and see where we go from there. So if you've been logged into the website, or if you've been logged into the Facebook chat, Facebook World Jam Global Radio, or even on Minds, you'll see some of the things that I want to mention tonight. And for example, hot on the press, what we actually have is that I saw an article. It was in the Telegraph this week, and Westminster Council are looking to outlaw rough sleeping. Now, those of you who know me will know that homelessness, drug addicts, and alcoholic is my passion. I've worked with this group of vulnerable people for many years now, and it's a passion of mine. So for me, it was a no-brainer. I have a few things that I want to say about that, and I'm going to be reading you a few things and playing you a few things throughout this show, and giving you an opportunity to respond. Okay, so that's number one. The other thing I looked at, I don't know about you guys, but this week they've been hammering Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's been outed as a predator, sexual offender, and models and TV personnel, and many people have been coming out of the closet and claiming that they were sexually assaulted by Bill Cosby. In this country in particular, especially since the Jimmy Savile issue and Gary Glitter and Max Clifford and everything else, my question is really, are celebrities actually treated fairly or unfairly, in your opinion? I mean, for example, do you think that if it was ordinary Joe Bloggs, me and you, do you think that we would get treated the same way that they did? Do you think that we'd be on bail for as long as they're on bail? Do you think that the sentences are too lenient, or do you think that it's too harsh? I don't know. The answer is, the question is yours to answer, and your opinion is very much valued on the question is. And the other thing that I wanted to put something light into the concept. So, realist or romantic? And the thought dawned on me, and let me just put it this way. If you heard a love song, would you automatically float off into dreamland thinking of a loved one, or would you reach for the sick bucket? That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. And what I'm also going to put you on the spot for is what song, if you could have anybody sing at your wedding, who would it be, and what song would they sing? And that would actually that will confirm whether you're a romantic or a realist. So these are some of the subjects that we're going to be talking about today, but you can introduce absolutely anything into the forum, and we as an organization, we as a group, we as a people, we as a nation, we as World Jam Global Radio from all over the world, we can talk about it. So the number to ring me on is 07796 365 615 if you've got an opinion on any of the things that I've talked about so far, or if there's anything that you want to bring yourself. Stay with me. I've got a lot more to come. I'm going to slip back into another track. It's probably going to be the follow-on from the one that I just played, actually, because I'm still in Marvin Gaye mood. So catch this. I'll be back in a very short while.
I'm just getting back, but you knew I would. War is hell. When will it end? When will people start getting together again? Are things really getting better, like the newspapers say? What else is new, my friend, besides what I read? Can't find no work, can't find no job, my friend. Money is tighter than it's ever been. Say, man, I just don't understand what's going on across this land. Oh, what's happening, brother? Yeah, what's happening? What's happening, my man? Are they still getting down where we go and dance? Will our ball club win the pennant? Do you think they have a chance? And tell me, friend, how in the world have you been? Tell me what's out, I wanna know what's in. What's the deal, man? What's happening? What's happening, brother? What's happening, brother? Oh, what's happening, brother? What's happening, my man? Woo! What's happening, brother? Say it, man. Woo! What's happening, brother? What's been shaking up and down the line? I don't know, 'cause I'm slightly behind the times.
World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity.
Okay, the number to call is 07796 365 615 to go live on air. Let me just read something to you, okay? Westminster City Council has been branded cold-hearted and callous over plans to ban soup runs and rough sleeping in the centre of the capital. The council is seeking to pass a bylaw to prevent homeless people congregating in the area around Westminster Cathedral. Daniel Astaire, Westminster Council's cabinet member for Society, Families and Adult Services, said, "Soup runs have no place in the 21st century, and it is wrong and undignified that people are being fed on the streets." However, soup runs on the streets in Westminster actually encourages people to sleep rough in central London with all the dangers that entails. But Councillor Paul Dimoldenberg, leader of the Labour group, said, "Nothing illustrates the cold-hearted and callous approach of the Conservatives more than this attempt to criminalise those offering help and support to homeless people in need of a hot meal and a helping hand." I thought that this was what the big society was supposed to be all about: generous-hearted people giving their time to those less fortunate at no cost to the public purse. This is a nasty and mean move from a nasty and mean Conservative party. But a spokesman for the council said the measure was being taken in a particular area which suffers disproportionately from the negative impact of soup runs. He added Westminster believes that food handouts only serve to keep people on the streets longer, damaging their health and life chances. For many years, the Piazza and surrounding area has been the destination for soup run organisations, a number of which travel into the city from across the capital and even outside of London. Up to 100 people at a time can congregate on or around the piazza while food is being given out, turning it into a no-go area for many residents and businesses with issues around litter, urination, violence and disorder. The council is now launching a consultation with residents, businesses, local day centres and hostels and a voluntary sector on its proposals to ban soup runs and rough sleepers in this location. Depending on the results, it will then seek provisional permission from the Department for Communities and local government to pass a bylaw before taking it to a meeting of the full council in the summer. If approved, the bylaw could be in place by October. Vulnerable individuals will not be enforced against, and all individuals will be asked to leave the area before being subjected to any enforcement.
World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity.
Now, personally, I don't know what you took out of that, but I kind of know what I took out of that. It's not just the vulnerable people that they're actually looking to attack. It's the organisations, the voluntary organisations that go out and support homeless people in general. The problem that I've got with that is that majority of the organisations that do this, for a start, is the church. Churches all over the country have got various soup kitchens running. But if you was to stop these organisations who put in their time, effort and resources to feeding the needy and the vulnerable, what takes its place? Who then looks after the very same hundreds and thousands of individuals right across our country who struggle with homelessness? And let me just say this: homelessness is not about homelessness is not about drugs or alcohol. And any of you have seen any of the documentaries that I've been involved with, Well, no. I think we've got a caller, and I'm gonna put him straight online. Hi, first caller.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm okay. You'd like to introduce yourself and tell the people what you want to talk about.
I'm Mr. Matt Martin.
Okay. So how you doing, Matt?
Not too bad.
So you've heard me. You've heard what I've had to say about this particular concept. Either you want to talk about that, or you want to talk about something else.
Basically, I just wanted to throw a little thought into the melting pot regarding the celebrities.
Okay, go ahead, my friend.
Right. The basis is I can see that there's a massive crucifixion going on regarding the celebrities at the present moment. But what I can't seem to understand is why does it seem to be that all the celebrities that they are crucifying, these people are coming forward 20 and 30 years later, and then for modern day time, and then it seems like for some unknown reason, these 20 and 30 years of whatever they were doing back in the day has come forward now, and everybody just automatically believes that it must be true.
Yeah, I kind of had the same thoughts. In respect to Jimmy Savile, for example, everybody waited until he was dead. And if he is guilty of doing what they've claimed that he's guilty, and I'm not saying that he's not, I'm playing devil's advocate here, then he actually has suffered no shame, he's suffered no sentencing, he's suffered no embarrassment or humiliation, while all of these people's personal lives are being poured out all over the TV and the media. And having said that, why wait until a living celebrity has actually gone past his sell-by date, so to speak, before you out him? Bill Cosby in particular has been a formidable character for decades on our TV, and I can remember him way back from I Spy back in the 60s. And if he was as prolific an offender as they're claiming he is, why have they waited until this man is almost in his bedroom slippers and smoking pipe, ready to put his feet up and enjoy his life with his grandchildren, before they come out and make these claims? I'm struggling with that myself. What do you want to add to that, Matt?
Well, the basis of that. Let's look at the Bill Cosby situation, for instance. Okay, as you said, he's a celebrity that's been around for quite a while. He's done plenty of great stuff. I mean, the big show that he had, obviously, that is still shown all over the world. Now, all of a sudden, this comes out, and all you hear is, or this person or this station has decided not to show the program anymore because it was Bill Cosby. Or it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. I mean, if the person did what he did and it was 30 years ago, it was 30 years ago. Yeah. What's happening now? They're like just automatically crucified. I'm not saying that he's innocent, but what I'm saying is everything around him has to be crushed because of something that he did 30 years ago. I'm not disagreeing with that either. But it just seems very strange the way that they attack people and celebrities, and the order of the day is we got to bring them down. I mean, we're going to bring them down. Look, like, for instance, who was it? There was a gentleman that went to court and they was found not guilty on the same sex charges and stuff. Yeah. A couple of weeks ago. Who was it again? Yeah, with the guy from Coronation Street. What's his name?
That's right, Kevin Webster.
Okay, so they've taken him. They had him in court for over 5-6 months. Wasted all his time. Wasted the government money. Wasted his money. Wasted his short-term his career until he could get back to what he's supposed to be doing. In order to find him guilty, I mean, come on. Somebody's supposed to know if it's a 20, 30 year, you've got to look into it a lot deeper than to just jump on it and the bandwagon and say, yeah, he must be guilty.
You've got a point, but then let me just play devil's advocate and flip the coin. Jimmy Savile case in point comes to mind, and you know, Jimmy Savile dead, buried, long gone, and all of a sudden this can of worms opens. But during the investigation, it came out that complaints were made years ago, but because of his celebrity status, people were either afraid to come forward, or they were paid off to shut up, or they were told that nobody would believe them anyway, and their confidence absolutely crushed. Now, Do you think that has anything to do with somebody who's as big, for example, as Bill Cosby? Because I'll tell you that Bill Cosby is much bigger than Jimmy Savile ever will be as far as the worldwide stage is concerned. So would that not impact on somebody's decision to come forward earlier, later, sooner? Do you not think?
Yeah, I agree with you totally. But the thing that I said, like you said, the celebrity status, they managed to shut it down at the time when it was happening to the level that it never came out again.
That's
and
correct.
then all of a sudden, 30 years later, it turns up and bites him in the bum. But it's kind of strange. I mean, all right, for instance, just switching the celebrity status, or is it fair or is it not fair? The guy with no legs that just killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
For instance, he's killed his girlfriend, but because he's a celebrity, if it was me or you that killed our girlfriend on the principles of what he did, do you think that we would have got the kind of sentence he got?
Absolutely
celebrity
not.
status taking him to a next level and being judged on a totally different level because he's a celebrity. Now, this celebrity thing, I mean, it goes up and it goes down. It swings and roundabouts. It's either working for you or it doesn't work for you. But when it comes back and bites you 30 years later, I'm sure you just don't know what you're supposed to be doing, really.
That particular case in mind, I don't know if about you, but I watched the trial on Sky News as often as I could. At the beginning, in the middle, especially towards the end, with the summing up, and then the verdict. And the biggest surprise that I had was the fact that, as far as I was concerned, what I saw, what I experienced, what I watched, what I heard, told me that this man was guilty, and guilty of murder, not culpable homicide, but murder. And I thought the judge had actually agreed with that, the way that she was coming forward at the beginning of her summing up, and then to come out with what she came out with at the end.
Yeah, it was a complete shock.
I'm just wondering, where did we end up with culpable homicide when she was literally dismissing the defense's? But here's the issue: had that been me or you, or Joe Bloggs or Mr. Ordinary down the road, do you think they would have been treated with the same fairness and courtesy?
I don't think so.
I mean, you take, for example, for a crime as serious as what Oliver Pistorius was charged with, he remained on bail, living a life out in the open. The luxuries of all what his money could afford him. Expensive holidays. What do you call it? Nice restaurants and
All going on while sentencing, and he's still doing everything as normal. So
yeah. So that's my real issue: is are celebrities treated fairly or unfairly in criminal offences in relation to how you and I might be treated, for example?
Okay, I've just given you my opinion in regards to the celebrities. That's all I really wanted to get off my chest right now.
Okay.
Feel good?
Well, listen, I really do appreciate your call. Thank you for calling in, Matt. And we're going to just go to a quick track, and then I've got another caller who's trying to get through, and we're going to be back right after this. Anyhow, thank you very much for calling in, Matt, and we will speak again, no doubt, very soon. You take care, my friend.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to play you a promo that we have, and this is C Block with a musical track entitled "Be Your Man."
Hey, lady.
World Jam
You know
Global
me,
Radio.
my
This is
only
clarity.
My whole world, my heart, the globe, the all that matters. I just wanna say,
Hey lady, let me tell you why I can't live my life without you, hey, baby. Every time I see you walking by, I cannot speak. You don't even know what you're doing to me, but I must make you your man. Wanna be your man. I wanna be your man. What a good girl. I wanna be your man. Wanna be your man. Baby, I wanna be your man. Yeah, don't be surprised me find you attractive. No look on your friend, I you me a chat with, baby. Love your little sexy pose and the way how you wear your clothes, baby. When you stand up, me stand up. Speak for myself, me no need to gang up, no. Me love everything about you. Tell me say you come from heaven, me wouldn't doubt you. Cause you make me wanna say I do right now, baby. I gotta get you some way, somehow. Yeah. Me I spit these lyrics. Yeah, I'm an artist, but these ain't no gimmicks, no. I wanna be your man. I wanna be your man. I wanna be your man.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a treat because right after this track, I've got none other than my very, very good friend, Mr. Ronnie Canada, live on tour. He's going to come and have a little chat with us about what's going on in his life right now, okay? So stand by. That's right, don't forget the number is 07796 3615 if you want to get live online with Dr. Feelgood. The program is called The Question Is. This is the sounds of C Block. This is his brand new track. Political track entitled Be Your Man. Look out, it's a big one.
World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity.
Live on the line, we got Mr. Ronnie Canada on tour. Ronnie, how you doing? Listen, Ronnie, we are having an absolutely great time. I'm so pleased that you could join us tonight. So tell us, what are you doing at the moment? Where are you?
I'm in a place called Breen Sands, man, way up here in Nowhere's Land at a holiday camp. Getting ready to do a show tonight about 11 o'clock, 11:15.
Okay. And who you working with tonight then?
Well, it's Hitsville. It's an American Drifters show, but we're not supposed to be saying that because there's a lot of problems going on with that thing. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay, so how you been doing, Ronnie, since we last met? And I think the last time we saw you was down at the World Jam Global Radio party at a secret location.
At the family event, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. So what's going on with you, Ron?
You still there?
I'm still here, my friend.
What's going on? Just trying to straighten out all my music business, man, and get my monies from records that I've had out for years that never been paid for.
Okay.
So that's my mission.
Okay.
You know, because it's been a long time coming.
Okay.
I mean, monies from different companies that, you know, I'm saying we're going back, man, to like 82, all the way with my Blue Note stuff, with the Caviar stuff.
Right.
So I need that money, man, like I said. So I've been dealing with PPL, MCPS, PRS, BMI.
Oh, the record business is a tough game, isn't it?
It's a tough game, but once you get the money.
Yeah. So how long have you been in the business now? Tell the listeners, how long have you been in the music business yourself?
Well, I've been in the music business for as long as I can remember, but I mean, really been in the business since, I say I started a bit late, so I'll say professionally, 1978.
Oh.
Well, I'm saying I've traveled with groups and been a roadie for bands and stuff, but for me to do it myself, it took me quite a few years to break my shyness. I used to be very shy.
Ronnie Canada, shy?
Yeah, I was shy, man.
Okay.
So that held me back for a lot of years.
But listen, Ronnie, you yourself, you've actually been doing you've been doing some tracks yourself. Is that right?
Yeah, well, I got over 150 releases out on iTunes,
right,
Spotify, TrackSource, Beatport, Amazon, Juno Download. I'm everywhere.
You're
And I
everywhere.
got some new releases out now as we speak.
Okay.
Every time I look around, Curvin, somebody's releasing something on me and I didn't even know about it. And like another release of Never Stop Loving You out right now. Okay?
Yeah.
An Ibiza mix that I'm on that just came out in February, I believe, in sometime in the summertime for Ibiza.
Okay.
So it's being remixed again as well.
Okay.
So I'm on that. The Caviar stuff, It Won't Die. Like I say, Never Stop Loving You is still the Caviar record, but somebody's remixed it. Matter of fact, this guy who's remixing, he's remixing Jamie Foxx, he's remixing Mary J. Blige, and he's remixing people like, who ain't he remixing? He's remixed Alicia Keys, he's remixed people like Christina Aguilera. So like I said, I've been posting stuff on my Facebook page. I'll put it back up once I get back home.
Okay.
I'll send it to you so you can see. Plus working with Dr. Marlon McNichols as well. He sent me a message today because you playing the Jones boys.
Yeah, exclusively in the UK,
Carolina.
man. I've been smashing that on my show.
And Joyce McNichols and you're playing a lot of stuff. Joe, yeah. Where you headed?
And I've also been I've been talking to Dave Jones recently as well, because they're working on a new album as well, aren't they, the Jones Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're working on a new album, and I'll be getting a cut of that as soon as that comes too.
Okay.
But listen, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, Ronnie. I'm going to play the Caviar, Never Stop Loving You, so that our listeners can get a sample of who you are. Do you want to stay on the line, and we're going to come back right after this track?
Yeah.
Okay. You stay there, and
I'm here.
And what we're going to do is we're going to come back. I'm going to play you a cut of Ronnie Canada singing "Never Stop Loving You."
World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity. This is Clarity.
Girl, I'll never stop loving you.
Sing out, Ronnie
No
Canada.
matter how you treat me, I'll never stop loving you.
Don't forget you can get me on 07796 365 615. Call in and take part in the question is.
We've been together for such a long, long time, and now you got a change of heart, and our love is on the line. You better think twice, mama, before you walk right out on me, because love is hard to find, and it's not gonna change my mind. Girl, it's not gonna change my mind, cause I never stop loving you, no matter how you treat me.
Big tune from the one and only Mr. Ronnie Canada. One of the track entitled Never Stop Loving You with Caviar.
No matter how you treat me.
Old school R&B.
Or do, girl, listen to what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, listen, baby.
Kind of makes you feel like you want to get your shuffling shoes on.
Like mine, the kind of guy, baby, to treat you like
World
I
Jam
do.
Global Radio. This is Clarity.
For what you're looking for, cause it might be right here, right behind this door. Girl, what you're looking for, cause I'll never stop loving you, no matter how you treat me. I don't care what you say or do, girl, cause I'll never stop loving you, no matter how you treat me. I don't care what you say or do, girl, listen to what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, yeah. What you're looking for is really peace of mind. So shut the door now, and I'll give you all my time. Cause you will never find another love quite like mine. The kind of guy, baby, to treat you like I do. Girl, I said treat you like I do. Cause I never stop loving you, baby, I'm never stop loving you. 'Cause you can change the way you walk. You can change the way you talk.
World Jam Global Radio, this is Clarity.
I'll never stop loving you. You can change the color of your hair. You can change the perfume you wear. I don't care what you do, 'cause I'll never stop loving you. Girl, I love you, and I want you. You know I need you. Love you, baby. Girl, I want you. Girl, I want you, need you. Got to have you. I never stop loving you. I got to hold on to you, girl, 'cause I love you.
Yeah, man, and plus it's World Jam Global Radio. It's Mitch again, represented.
That was the sounds of Ronnie Canada and musical track entitled "Never Stop Loving You." We've got Ronnie Canada live on tour in the middle of nowhere. Ronnie, you still there?
I'm still here, Kevin.
Okay, listen, man. It's always good to catch up and talk, man. But some of the great times that I have with you, man, is when we start talking music and we start talking stories, man. Come on, tell us a story about one of these artists that you've had a time with.
Well, that record that you played, that particular record, Caviar Never Stop Loving You, was actually with the Blue Notes. Okay, and that year, that's the year that I came in with the Blue Notes to take Teddy Pendergrass' place as the lead singer of the Blue Notes. So there was a lot of big court cases going on with the Blue Notes name, with Harold Melvin in the group. So we had to change the name. So we changed the name to Caviar, and that's the first release that we had, Never Stop Loving You, which is the cut off of my album that I finally got released called Caviar featuring Ronnie Canada. If you go to iTunes or if you go to Spotify, anywhere, just Google it up, Caviar featuring Ronnie Canada. You can listen to the whole album, and please buy a copy of it, please, because we're still trying to promote it and push it. But that was the Blue Notes history. Then I was with a group, Sly Slick and Wicked, before the Blue Notes, which right now they're enjoying some success with a song they had out called Show Enough before I did All I Want Is You with them in 1979 on Epic CBS Records, which the OJs managed the group and James Brown managed the group before I was in the group. And when I got in the group, we was with the same company and the same producer and the CEO of the company who had Wild Cherry play that funky music.
There's a thing. Rumor has it that you were once...
Carl Maduri.
Yeah, rumor has it that you was once managed by James Brown.
Well, I wasn't managed by James because that's before, when they were managed by James Brown before I came in the group, so I didn't get a chance to be managed by the Godfather, but I'm saying I wish I had, but I sung with Hank Ballard, who actually brought James Brown to King Records. Right. So Hank Ballard was James Brown's idol. So singing with Hank Ballard, from 1980 to maybe 82, 83. Hank came and got me at the studio while I was recording that record, Never Stop Loving You, and he said, hey, come on, you're going with me on the road. We were doing shows with the Drifters, the Flamingos, the Duprees, the Arlene Smith and the Chantels, Flamingos. We did quite a few big shows, man. I mean, like Stanley Theater and shows with the Times, who made So in Love.
So have you got have you got any more shows coming anywhere near London? Or anywhere?
Oh, matter of fact, I'm in London next weekend. I don't know the venue, but I just found out today that we're playing London next Saturday night.
Okay.
So I don't know the venue yet. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. But like I said, I've been rolling with this group again for the last, 3, almost 4 months now. And I was in this group 12 years ago, and I left and went to Vegas and sung with the Coasters, the Pradas, and the Drifters on one big show. After 12 years, here I am back with a group that I started. Okay, so
sometimes what goes around comes around. Are you having fun, though, Ronnie? Are you having fun?
Yeah, well, we're on about 11:15 tonight without a sound check. Okay, but we're going to do the business anyway, rock the house. Like I said, my history with Betty Wright, working with Betty Wright with a group called Omari, singing duet with Betty Wright, who's the clean-up woman. You
know Betty Wright is my girl, right?
I know she's your girl. Remember I let you speak to her on the phone for your birthday.
Yeah, you did. That was my birthday treat.
So like I said, working with these kind of people, with Betty, done some recording last year in Holland, over in Amsterdam with George McRae. Did a record with him, which evidently I got pulled off the record for some strange reason, but I'm the one who set the record up and sung the first version of the song before George even put his voice on it. So it's a song called Friday, which, I'm not on it right now, but they put somebody else on it. But anyway, my history still precedes itself with him.
It does, and it doesn't matter what they say or what they do, Ronnie. Ronnie, you're always a legend to me.
Well, I've been working with OJ's was here in September as well, as you know.
Yeah.
And Eric Nolan Grant, which is one of the members of the OJ's, he's got his new album out, so I've been helping him do some promotion as well. Got him on the UK Soul charts. He's doing a solo show in Cleveland, Ohio next month with Keith Sweat, Fantasia. There's quite a few big acts on that show. So, I've been trying to help him out and working with Dr. Marlon McNichols, waiting on his Zeppelin Star new project to come out that I'm on, which I'm already on 4 of his albums.
Okay.
There's been another one since we last spoke, so I found out I'm on 4 now. I was on 1, then it turned into 2, then it turned into 3. Now it's 4 Edwin Starr albums that I'm featured on.
Let me tell you something. As you are the #1 hookup man, and the amount of people that you've hooked me up with in my career, in the 20 years that we've been friends, I could have never managed to have got man. And we're going to have plenty of time to catch up and talk about all these things that you're doing and even more. And by the way, when you get back, I need some more jingles, right?
Okay, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, I know. I know it's in the bag. Go on.
World Jam Global Radio is rocking across the world.
I'm telling you. We're getting worldwide play at the moment, so I'm really enjoying this time. And thank you for coming in, Ronnie. And I'm going to let you go and get ready for your show tonight. And we will catch up in a few weeks' time. Let me know when you're back, when your tour's done, and we'll do a proper.
Well, I'm back tomorrow. I'm back at home tomorrow.
Okay.
Like I said, sometime tomorrow afternoon, sometime tomorrow evening. But like I said, still hooking up things, man, and helping people. I'm doing voiceovers as well for a radio station called USA Radio. I'm doing some stuff over in Sydney, Australia for Jillian Stricker, which is on a live radio over in Sydney, Australia. But like I said, you got those voiceovers, those jingles coming anytime you need them. But Dr. Feel Good is the man who makes you feel good on the radio. And I want to give a shout out to all of my Global Jam radio family. When we were in the infield, each and every one of the family members, we are family forever. Miss Baptiste, pray for me. Y'all keep those prayers going up, because I'm certain those blessings are definitely coming down.
I hear. So, Ronnie, thank you very much for joining us today. And
I love you. I love you, Dr. Feel Good. You my brother, and you know that. My brother from another mother.
Oh, man, it's so good. All right, you take care, my friend, and we'll speak again real soon.
Okay, and have a very good time on Global Jam Radio.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity.
Okay, that was the voice of Mr. Ronnie Canada, a friend of the station and a friend of mine's. We're going to be doing this every week. I'm going to try and get a celebrity or somebody to just come on and talk about what they're doing, and let's just be updated with what's going on in the music business as well. Trying to find out some new features, some new artists, some new tracks, new singles, new releases in any genre whatsoever, whether it be gospel or, I love my gospel, right? But hey, this is Dr. Feelgood on The Question Is, and the question is tonight, A, do you think it's right that the Westminster Council should outlaw rough sleepers and soup kitchens, soup runs in the capital? Or do you think celebrities are getting an unfair treatment as far as the law is concerned, especially with these sexual assaults and claims? We've already heard from Matt and his opinion. And are you a romantic or a realist? Will you go into dreamland when you hear a particular love song, or do you reach for the sick bucket? And who would you have sing at your wedding, and what song? We're going to play another track, and when we come back, we're going to be having some more calls from you.
World Jam Global Radio. This is Clarity.
The number to ring is 07796 365 615.
For a while you were the perfect lover. Vibes used to flow like showers. Then I remember when the love went sour.
Vibes crash like twin tower. Straight argument every minute, every hour. Make me get away to let the tension simmer. Then you ring me so much you kill off all my self-power. Accusations of me a cheat undercover. You say your heart is pure, your conscience clean. Far from reality, you're living in a dream. Say you're on the straight road, we're on the same team. Until now, you still don't know what love means. Don't take it personal, but there is something I should let you know. Let you know. You keep asking with my mate, so now it's time for me to let you go. Let you go. Don't stress me, don't call me, don't text me. Start reading between the lines. Don't vex me at all, girl, don't test me. I'll do the same, just delete my number. Alright. From the start you make it clear you don't trust. And music life make you nervous. You want me keep you warm like thermos. But from me touch the road you think me a play a girl this on a circus. You love too much talk, but me not have no time for skylark. Me against you is like a battle, now you make the war start. You make the things spark. You wear the sunshine, now you make everything dark. Hey, you say your heart is pure, your conscience clean. Far from reality, you're living in a dream. Say you're on the straight road, we're on the same team. Until now you still don't know what love means, no. Don't take it personal, but there is something I should let you know. Let you know. You keep asking with my mate, so now it's time for me to let you go. Let you go. Don't stress me, don't call me, don't text me, no. Start reading between the lines. Don't vex me at all, girl, don't test me. I'll do the same, just delete my number.
World Jam Global Radio, this is clarity.
Just delete my number, delete my number, baby. Yeah. Girl, just delete my number. Just delete my number.
Sounds of Ziggy Ricardo.
Da, 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 da.
I said it's the sounds of Ricky Ricardo. We've got a track entitled Delete My Number.
Alright. For a while you were the perfect lover. Vibes used to flow like showers. Then I remember when the love went sour. Vibes crashed like twin tower. Straight argument every minute, every hour. Make me get away to let the tension simmer. Then you ring me so much you kill off all my self-power. Accusations of me a cheat undercover. Hey, so don't take it personal, but there is something I should let you know. That's the man about to let you go.
World Jam Global Radio, this is clarity.
That's right, you're rocking along with me, Dr. Feelgood, and this is The Question Is. And tonight we're opening up the airlines for you to talk about anything that you want to talk about. The number to call me on is 07796 365 615. It's up there in the chat room, it's on Facebook, it's on Twitter, and we'll send it out any way we want. And some of the things that we're talking about tonight in particular that I want your responses to is that Westminster I'll rewind and come again. Westminster City Council has been branded as cold-hearted and callous over plans to ban soup runs and rough sleeping in the city, in the centre of the capital. And what they're basically saying is, by outlawing it, they're not also criminalising the homeless guys that have nowhere to live. They're actually looking to criminalise the organisations that are giving up their free time to come and feed these people who have nothing to eat. I'm struggling with that big time. I'm going to take you to one of my to a documentary I did with BBC very, very shortly. But some of the other things that we're talking about is are celebrities being treated unfairly? Recent case in mind this week, we've seen the outing of Bill Cosby as a predator, as a prolific sex offender. There's so many complaints coming out at the moment from women in the closet coming out and talking about how he did this or he did that. Well, I'm not the judge and I'm not here to point the finger at anybody, but plain devil's advocate, Are other celebrities being treated fairly? Matt, our first caller, raised the question that Oliver Pistorius was given an exceptional treatment, one that would have never been afforded to us. Do you share his opinion, or do you see it differently? The number to call is 077 96 365 615. And are you a realist or are you a romantic? You hear a love song, Barry White, Don't Leave Me This Way, or no, that's not Barry White, is it? That's no, I'm going somewhere else. What's the song I'm thinking of? Quick, you know the one. I'll come to my brain. But anyhow, any love song that you hear, I'm a DJ, I'm a music man, and I can't even. But my brain's frozen. But you hear a love song. Do you actually start thinking about someone that you love, or do you reach for the sick bucket? Are you a romantic or a realist? And who would you have sing at your wedding if you could do it all over again? And what song would you have them sing? The number to ring is 077 96 365 615. I'm your host, Dr. Feelgood, and the question is...
World Jam Global Radio, this is Clarity.
Okay, a couple of years ago I did a documentary with BBC, and it was about, we were looking at the charities that were fighting for the increase in food poverty. I want you to just take a listen to this.
Well, like a roof over our head, food is something that most of us take for granted. But an estimated 4 million people in the UK are living in what's described as food poverty. And the charities that are trying to feed them are struggling to keep up. Kervin Julian, who runs a soup kitchen in Coventry, takes up the story.
Starve in Britain. It's something you associate with days long gone.
Most of the time it's like a pack of soup noodles a day, which is like 17p.
Sounds a bit far-fetched in this day and age. I'm telling you, there are some mothers who go without food so that their children is a choice.
I can't believe it.
But I know it's true, and help from charities can only go so far.
Yeah, that should last me about 2 weeks, if not longer.
Every week on a Sunday, you'll find me here feeding the homeless and the hungry. Right, you want to get served? Get in the queue, please. Recently, the queues have been getting longer. I want to find out why. Now, I'm no angel, but I'm working overtime on this with my charity in Essex. And we're not the only ones busy. Food banks like this one in Coventry are inundated. Volunteers are feeding around 150 mouths every week. These people are really desperate.
We've fed over 4,400 people already. Half of those are children.
Some people would actually say that they don't believe that that's happening in this modern-day society, in this country.
In this city, we know that 20% of the population, that's about 59,000, are living on the breadline. That is, after paying for fuel, paying for food and everything else, they have nothing left.
And that is an amazing statistic. So who are these hidden hungry? At another distribution centre, I meet 18-year-old Alicia. Her £53 a week job seekers allowance was stopped 10 days ago because she forgot to bring an essential document. So Alicia, tell me a bit about how you're living.
Most of the time it's like a pack of soup noodles a day, which is like 17p, like the cheap ones from Asda. You know, just sort of thing, just boiled with a kettle, like hot water from a kettle, because I ain't got a cooker or microwave.
And are you getting any help and support?
My mum's like looking after my son, so she can't really keep affording to feed me as well as my brothers and herself, so not much.
So what have you actually got in your cupboards? If you was to go into your kitchen now and we went into your cupboards, what have you actually got in your cupboards?
At the moment, it's a few pans and a tub of marge.
That's it?
That's it.
Today, Alicia will eat. She's got enough to keep her going for 3 days. She's one of the lucky ones.
Hi, Claire. Yeah, you all right? I'm fine, darling.
Claire's got 5 children and feeding them is her priority. Tell me, how bad is it at its worst?
At its worst, it could be I'm thinking, right, what am I going to eat tonight, and what's going to last till next week when I get paid again. And it could be 3 or 4 days till that happens. And you know, I've got to sort of find things that I can put together. That's how it is, really. That's as bad as it gets.
Have you ever found yourself having to go without food yourself, just so that the family could eat?
Yeah, on occasion.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that, but yeah.
Oxfam says 1 in 7 poor people in the West Midlands regularly go without food to ensure their families can eat. Food prices are around 11% higher in real terms than they were 5 years ago. But most benefits will rise by more than 5% from April, in line with September's inflation figures. Plus says that'll significantly boost the incomes of the poorest. I know we're seeing real desperation here, but what really bugs me is that people thinking that these lot are just a bunch of sponges, or even worse, that they don't even exist. People like the former Conservative Minister Edwina Currie, who refuses to believe that there's anyone going hungry in this country. I had a run-in with her not so long ago on a 5 Live debate about poverty. People are desperate, so desperate that the children are eating the food before it comes out of the packet.
They can't. I'm sorry.
This is real.
You may be getting hysterical about it, but I don't think you're talking sense.
Edwina's views are well known, but do others accept this is happening?
Yes, I would believe it. I think it's disgusting that people in this day and age should be starving, and families that can't afford to feed the kids. It's disgusting.
If I told you that there were some mothers who have to force themselves not to eat in order for them to give their children something to eat, would you believe that?
I wouldn't think it's necessary. There's a safety net for them.
I'm telling you, there are some mothers who go without food so that their children, it's a choice.
I can't believe it.
So some need to see more evidence. I don't have to look far. Sam's turned up at my soup kitchen with his girlfriend. He says he's recently become homeless. Are you starving at times?
Yeah, definitely. Starving.
Are you eating a lot less than what you're normally used to eating?
Yeah, definitely. I've quite a healthy appetite normally, but cutting down because you haven't got any money is pretty bad, I would say.
Are you looking for work?
Yeah, definitely. Want a job.
Daily?
Yesterday. Yeah.
If somebody gave you a job today, would you bite their hand off for it?
Yeah, easily. Or the leg, whatever.
Everything I see is telling me there are more hungry people out there. So surely there's someone in charge keeping count.
It's quite hard to be clear about it, to say, yes, there's, 20% more or whatever it is. And that's because in Britain we don't have a regular system for monitoring who's going hungry or whether people are living in what you might call food poverty.
And Professor Dowler isn't convinced that the government is doing enough.
My fear is that it gets left to food banks. Now I'm not against what you do in giving out free food to people who need it. People are hungry. I accept they need to be fed, of course. But if that becomes the answer, then that is a totally inadequate sticking plaster that isn't going to solve the problem.
I can't believe that there's no official measure. I want to talk to someone in government about this, but it appears that everyone's too busy. So instead, I've got a statement from DEFRA. A DEFRA spokesperson says there are a number of schemes to help the most vulnerable in society afford and have access to nutritious food, such as giving low-income families vouchers for essential foods and giving school pupils extra free fruit and veg. Rising food prices put pressure on families' budgets, and we're monitoring developments very closely. So the government's keeping an eye on things. But is it going far enough? I think without charity, a lot of people would starve. Thanks. Thank you. After the intervention of the food bank, Alicia's cupboards are full. Her job seeker's allowance has been reinstated, but she's still living hand to mouth.
Normally I'd have a lot more noodles, to be honest with you, and less of the snacks, but...
If you could